Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ashley slash Shnugfrog here, coming back with another video today. So, today's video is going to be very crazy. So, today's story time is basically talking about the first time I snuck out and why this went terribly wrong. So, yeah, let's just get into the story time. So, first, all started off a normal day. I was about 13, 14 years old. I don't know how old I was. I think I was around then. And basically, I was like, you know what? Everybody else is sneaking out and they're like saying it's all cool and stuff. I'm gonna try it someday. I want to try it someday, but I just don't want to get caught. So I told my older sister, I was like, hey, I want to sneak out with you next time you sneak out. And so she was like, okay, bet. And so the next time came around, she was ready to sneak out, and she told me the day before, she was like, Ashley, this is the whole plan and stuff. And I was like, okay, yeah, I got this. So I told the whole entire plan to my best friend. We're just going to give him a name. We're going to name him Brandon. So Brandon, basically he was like, yeah, that's cool. I want to do it too. So we both were like, you know what, we're just going to do it together as a group. So we all waited till the right time, and it was like 2 a.m. and we left. I went out the window, and my friend, Brandon, I don't know where he went. Brandon's not actually his real name. We're just using it because I don't want to give out fully all the details here. And so we all meet up at my older sister's car. And basically we were all like, everybody get in, make sure your trackers aren't on, and all that shit. So basically we were just ready to go. She put it in drive and we drove off. And not even that long later, like, we were already there. Basically, it's like a whole entire base where we lived, and we just had to drive, like, not even a mile, or I don't know how long it was, but it was not far. And so we just drove to this little spot outside of school, and it had, like, this fence with barbed wire, and we had to jump over that. So the plan was we had sweatshirts on. So we put the sweatshirts over the barbed wire, and so we were good. So we climbed over it that way, and we just left her car there. And then, let's see, what are we going to give a name for this guy? Let's give this guy, his name is Gerald. So my older sister's friend, Gerald, that's what we're going to call him. So basically, Gerald, he comes and he's like, he's this new character, basically. And he's like, hey, I'm here to pick you up. And so we just jump the fence. So we get into his car, and he picks us up. We go driving around, and we're about to pick up my other sister's friend. And her house, we drive up. Everything's going good. So we drive up to her house, and we wait in the middle of the road because there wasn't any parking spots around. So we just waited in her street. It wasn't a big, busy street, so we thought we were good. And so we park in the middle of the road, and we see this, like, fully decked out black car drive by. And then the guy named Gerald, my sister's friend, he was like, yo, that can't be a cop car. As he says that, the headlights flick on, and it's a cop car. So they pull him over. He was already parked in the middle of the road, so they just pulled up right next to him. And then they come up to his car. They were like, give me your license and insurance and registration. And he's like, I don't have any of my registration papers yet. They're coming in the mail, and I haven't received them yet. So the cops, they were just like, sorry, man, you can't be driving this car if you don't have your registrations, because you can't drive a car without your registration papers. And so he came to the back car, and he looked at me and my friend Brandon, and he was like, how old are you? And I tried to lie. but I literally wasn't thinking at all, and they were like, "What's your birthday?" And I was like, and I just completely blanked, and I just gave out my real birthday. So they knew I was way younger than like 16, and so they were like, "Yo, what are you guys doing past curfew? You can't be out here this late. It's against the rules." And so we were like, "Sorry, we didn't know." And so everything, the cop is all fine. But then the girl's mom, let me give her a name. Ari. Let's give her a name, Ari. So my sister's friend, Ari, she's the one that we're waiting for to pick up. Her mom comes storming out the house to our car, and she starts yelling at my older sister. And she's like, "What are you doing? You guys are a disgrace. You guys are very bad children for trying to sneak out and trying to get my daughter involved with this." She was just a big Karen, and she was like going off in a rant about how bad she was, being so rude. It's just so long ago, I can't remember all the things she said, but she was being so rude to my older sister. I want to say something, but like personally, I'm not good with confronting people. So it's just like, you know what, I'm gonna stay quiet. So I stay quiet, and she's done with her little rant or whatever, and she's like, first she stops because the cop is just like standing there waiting, and so they call the guy Gerald's parents, which his parents are cops. So they come down to meet me and all these people there, and he's like, "Yo, you guys are all out of curfew," and basically repeats what the other cop said. And he was like, "I'm gonna drive you back to your base. So if you don't know, you have to get on to base with an ID." So we were basically screwed. We didn't have our IDs with us, and we were like, "Shoot, we're just gonna have to end up calling our parents because we don't have our IDs to get back on the base." So we pull up to the base, and the police officer guy, the Gerald's dad, the police officer, the other one that drove us home to the base, he was like, "Alright, I'm gonna step out the car." So he steps out the car, he goes to talk to the military people that are at the gate, and they end up finding our parents' phone numbers, and they call it. My dad comes to pick us up. He's pissed, and he's not like crying at all. He's just like staying with like a straight face, looking forward. He looks so pissed. When I get home, my mom, she's like hysterical. She's like in tears, saying, "Oh, I didn't know you were the type of daughter to do this, Ashley. I didn't know you would be like one of those kids." And so my friend Brandon, he ended up leaving because his parents didn't live that far away from our house. So he ends up just leaving. And so I'm just stuck there, and my parents are just like, "Yeah, you're such a disappointment." They take my phone and ground me. I think it was for 2 weeks. Yeah, I think I got grounded for 2 weeks for that. Not too bad. I've been grounded for a month before. It's not fun. I would not recommend doing it. But yeah, that's basically the end of the story time. If you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like on this video and comment down your story times in the comments down below. I like to hear them all. And the point of this story is for entertainment purposes only, and I would not recommend going out and trying anything I said in this video or story time. Just don't do it. You're going to get yourself in trouble. And that's the main part of the story. So if you guys like this, if you guys like my content, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Peace out.